What's up, Aquarius? This is going to be your love check-in for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. The info for that's in the description box of the video. There tends to be a wait for a reading with me. If you want to explore your options, I've put links to my affiliates there too. Mystic Sense will give you a first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so, and if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links there in the description box as well. Aquarius, we're going to do person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then a projected potential outcome for the next 2 weeks based on the current energy. Anyone that's new, I say that because on my channel I infuse manifesting mindset and the universal law of assumption into all of my content, including my readings. Tarot on this channel is a check-in into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Aquarius, have manifested, are manifesting, selecting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Your desires are meant for you. Circumstances don't matter. You can have any version of anyone that you want. It just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, your focus, your observations, the version of you that you're being. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then please go and look at my other content. And I like to sort of give tips as I go. Okay, Aquarius, let's have a look. The person on your mind, how they feeling? 6 of Cups, reminiscing, memories, reconciliation, reunion energy, nostalgia. And then 7 of Swords, reconciliation where there's maybe been some issues to do with trust or a sense of avoidance. Let's take a look. 2 of Cups. Soulmate energy, strong connection. They want a revival, like that 6 of Cups, passion. They're definitely feeling fired up about you. And Queen of Pentacles energy, so focus on stability, loyalty. Now the 7 of Swords, I have to trust what I see and what I channel in the opening. Maybe there's been some trust issues. Maybe there's been questions around stability, loyalty and commitment, but this is really nice, okay? Let's have a look. There's a Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, there's a 5 of Wands in the reverse. So they want to get past some struggle or some tension. A Queen of Wands in reverse. Some of you, there's been tension because there's other energies that have been influencing this. If it's not romantic, guys, a Queen of Wands in the reverse can be a meddler. Okay? It can be a mean girl, a mean guy, a meddler. Or there's a portion of you where there's been conflict and tension and trust issues when it comes to commitment because there's been non-commitment due to another influence or other influences, guys, and it's been more passion and fun and less commitment. But the Queen of Pentacles, the focus, Aquarius, is on stability and commitment. Okay, so let's have a look at this Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, exactly. So the focus seems to be on revival energy and wanting to think about the future here with the 10 of Pentacles. We have a 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, so not wanting to do back and forth or juggling, not wanting to have this sense of competition or conflict or tensions. So, and then we have a 9 of Cups. So Aquarius, this is definitely that there's pleasure and fun and joy between the two of you. I see that they want more of that, but there's a bit more of a serious energy here. We have 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles is in the reverse, and the Moon and the 3 of Cups. Some of you, there's been trust issues and lack of clarity that because outside influences have been in the mix. A small portion of you, someone's not been completely available to commit to the situation. If you're dealing with a situation that has involved another commitment, and that's some of you, okay? Not all of you. It's just that the 9 of Pentacles in reverse can be someone's not on the market, you know, and there's a sense of secrecy and third-party energy. For others of you, it's just like someone's not really been maybe willing to be totally loyal and committed. There could be this sense of lack of clarity about the future, or have been in the recent past, in spite of there being a nice energy, okay? Because there's like been more focus on fun, more focus on friends or outside people that influence the situation negatively maybe, and a sense of also maybe secrecy and things not being very clear, okay? The 7 of Swords that I saw shuffling is like maybe a little bit of questions. Are you being sneaky or are you hiding something? But it's like, it looks to me that they want to get past that. I mean, Friends could be in the mix, or just other influences. Family could be influencing this situation. They want to get clear with you. Ace of Swords. Clarity, communication, honesty. Ace of Swords is honesty. We've got Pisces energy, like strong Pisces. Lots of Pentacles, so also potentially earth sign energy. And then we've got a King of Wands, fire as well. So there's passion, there's attraction. There's a wanting to take some kind of action, to have a conversation. The King of Wands is in the upright, Queen of Wands is in the reverse. Some of you are dealing with a situation where this has been passion and fun and not serious enough, and other people have gotten in the way. Okay, or there's been conflict or tension between the two of you because there's a sense of questions around secrecy or avoidance or not being honest. And Queen of Wands in the reverse could also just be the energy between the two of you, where it's been like someone's gotten a bit reactive or tense for the reasons I've explained. Let's get to your side of the street, because it's more important, Aquarius. Anyone that watches me regularly knows why I say that. You want cooperation. Some of you are connected to this person. You have a mutual network, and maybe that's what's influencing the situation. Work and career as well could be a factor, like causing tension. So this could be work colleagues that have gotten in the way, or this could be commitments and not feeling very financially stable. And that causes back and forth and imbalance and prioritizing the connection. So how do you feel, Aquarius? The Devil. Okay. So fears coming up in this situation also can be about temptations, addictions. Some of you, that's the problem. Not all of you guys, okay? But the Devil, strong attraction, strong desire, but then Five of Swords, tension, conflict, Seven of Swords in the reverse. You feel like there's been tension, that's kind of like a called out or caught out type of an energy. So there's something here with the Seven of Swords, like not being honest, not being upfront, and perhaps there's been tension about that and a called out, or something was revealed that was hidden around other energies, or just the dynamic between the two of you. So erratic communication. This is Shadow Knight of Swords, which can be like blow-ups. Okay, the Sun card is here. So from the Moon to the Sun is clarity. So what's been hidden coming to light. This person wants to have a new beginning that's truthful and honest with you. And King of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles, Aquarius. So that's a match when it comes to stability, loyalty, commitment. Seven of Wands, persistence, Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, Aquarius, and then the Ace of Swords is in the upright. There's definitely been trust issues, lack of clarity, and I feel it's also caused defensiveness between the two of you. The oracles will tell more. Okay, let's see what this Knight of Swords in the reverse is all about. Seven of Pentacles, a lot of waiting to see how things play out and not having the clarity between the two of you. And then the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, with it's like round and round, which causes tension. So it's almost like just not clear and not, are we on the same page? You know, you're still invested, Aquarius, but you feel like you're waiting to see the return on the investment. Seven of Cups is in the reverse, and confusion and mixed feelings. There is the passion. Maybe there is questions on whether or not there are other energies in the mix that are muddling the waters or muddying the waters, or are there other options? Okay, Aquarius, so Ace of Wands, you're both mutually very attracted to one another. And then we've got Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles. Now, that is a loyal, stable pair. So for some of you, there's working through issues around confusion and trust issues, because maybe other meddlers have gotten in and said something or caused a row. Also, there could be like a tendency to avoid saying what's what, and then that causes sort of a block or a wall. So that seems to be the issue here in the round and round. And a small portion of you, now you're focused now on King and Queen of Pentacles, but it wasn't achievable because someone was still tied up in something else. So that's been the round and round and waiting to see how things play out. Now, Aquarius, it's totally within your control. You manifest everything. Sorry to anyone that's new that doesn't agree and doesn't understand how this works. This is not traditional just tarot. There you pushed out, so you can select version, you can get rid of all third parties, you can get the commitment right now. On this timeline, it seems that they want to get to the truth of things, start fresh, have an honest conversation. The passion is mutual. They feel that you're a soul connection. You seem to be focusing on building something stable. So if you want it with this person, stick to the dominant assumption that they want it too, because that version exists as well. And hold them dominantly in that assumption without fear or limiting beliefs or doubts. They'll come in and their behaviors will shift, and they will give you exactly what you want. Okay, what you want wants you, and it is in existence, all versions. But the wheel of fortune is round and round. Defensiveness, erratic confusion, mixed signals, mixed feelings. Now, mixed feelings, Aquarius, could be your own fears. Okay, wheel of fortune can be karmic issues. You can go and watch my video on karma, what it is. Okay, it's not karmic. This person's not a karmic. There are no karmics involved, guys. It's your own assumptions. If you go round and round and keep repeating the same thoughts and the assumptions, you're stuck in one state of consciousness, you get the same result. So get out of your own karmic pattern, assuming that what you want wants you. If you want the commitment, you can have the commitment. Okay. There's tensions. Are we speaking the same language as well? Communication issues. So if that's an issue, no, they're so open, they're so communicative. If you've got third-party meddlers, romantic or non-romantic, say, no, we have the most loyal, stable, committed connection. We have the most beautiful communication. They're so open. Whatever it is that you want, guys, you have to pick what you're affirming for and what your end is. And you can watch some of my other content to understand a bit more. We've got Leo energy. Yeah. What is this and then I think I said Pisces, did I? Yes, I did. Sorry, guys. What is this person coming forward with in this check-in in the next 2 weeks? Forgiveness, return, sorry. Ace of Swords. There's stress, Five of Wands. So there's something about forgiveness between the two of you around stress. It says turbulence, tension, arguments. I mean, I said that a few times, right? What else? Okay, chasing. Yeah, there's a persistent energy, guys. So pursuit. It also says toxicity. So that's that devil card. There could have been a bit of this kind of hot, cold, avoiding, fears playing into this. Other energies as well, like I said, romantic or non, that have been muddying the waters. There's not really a wanting to let go though, chasing. I was going to say runner, chaser, running, chasing, hot, cold, ghosting, disappearing, invisible, then chasing. That could just be a dynamic, like holding back on saying what's what, then reacting, and then it's a dynamic. So if you want just like the consistency, guys, you break up with the version of this connection where it's hot, cold, in, out, confusing, whatever it is, okay? Arguments, and just no. Consistent, loyal, stable, loving, best communication, commitment, escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away, with hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting, with boundaries. Oh gosh, Aquarius. I mean, there's like, they want to start fresh. Ace of Swords is a new beginning. Okay, it's all manifested by you. I don't give a shit what you guys say. No, I'm not excusing any bad behavior. And if you've drawn a boundary, Aquarius, I've done a whole video on boundaries. There's nothing wrong with boundaries. But for those of you that want the preferable version, you need to feed them a new script and stick to it. There's runner, chaser, stress. They want to get out of the stress. They are hoping, and there's apology, forgiveness. There is a return, okay? What has been hidden? What needs to be said? You're always on my mind. I know that we have a soul connection, okay? I've been working on myself. I'm not the same as before. Okay, one more. You tame my demons. There's something about these fears, running, chasing, whatever. I really do care even though I don't show it. That's also the moon. Lack of clarity. So they maybe want to have a conversation and be a little bit more open and honest and show their feelings. There's a lot of this fear, definitely attraction and chemistry. That could be the round and round. Now, Aquarius, if you have I don't do that. I don't do it like the other tarot readers. This person's an avoidant. They need to heal. You've unconsciously selected a person with these behaviors and traits. They're your mirror. So we need to then, if you want something different, not that they have to work on their demons and not being an avoidant. Select the non-avoidant version. Select secure version of Aquarius. Because there's a part of you then, Aquarius, that has selected that because there's something you're... Okay, so self-concept, you don't need to heal forever. Just be like, I'm version of Aquarius, love is safe. I'm always feeling so secure, so loved. People have always been, they've always chosen me. If you have a problem here where you feel like you're not completely chosen, or other people get in the way, romantic or otherwise, guys, I'm always chosen, loved. I feel safe and secure and adored. This person absolutely loves and chooses me. They're so emotionally available. And they text me 1,000,000 times a day, blowing up my phone, telling me how much they love me, but stick to it and be persistent until it hardens into fact. It must, okay? All right, Aquarius. I'll just get you a romance angel real quick. Okay, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If they seem indecisive, Aquarius, it's because you're indecisive. You're half-half. Now, it might be because there's some traits that are unpreferable, and you can absolutely get the preferable version, so just change the traits that you don't like in consciousness. Okay, I don't care how kooky that sounds, guys. Different kind of a channel. We do have reconciliation, and someone is returning. There is return ×2. Return, sorry. Decide what you want. Maybe some of you have more than one option, potentially, but you're still attracted to this person, but there's been issues. So it's up to you, Aquarius. You can recreate and manifest a preferable version of a person where you've been going round and round, or you can go towards something else. Either way, everything being a mirror, if there's something here that has caused you a lot of turbulence and stress, there's a story. So rewrite that story regardless for yourself, and then the outside will reinforce who you're being, and you'll get more and more, and you can have anything you want, okay? All right, guys, I love you so much, and I hope that it resonated for some of you, and I intend that it did help some of you. And if so, you can let me know in the comments, and I'm going to check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time.